Hello, my dear students. Welcome to Imavate. My name is Sunando Devnath. We are discussing the 7th chapter of Physics of Class 9th, Reflection of Light. We have done 3 lectures on this chapter so far, and this is the 4th lecture. Before proceeding with this 4th lecture, make sure that you have watched all the previous lectures of this chapter. The link to all the previous lectures is given in the description box of this video. If you haven't watched them, click on the link, watch those lectures, and only then proceed with this one. So in this lecture, we would be starting with the topic spherical mirrors. So not a difficult thing. It's simple to understand by the name itself. When we say plane mirror, it's basically on a single plane. The mirror is on a plane. But when we say spherical mirror, it is basically a curved surface. All right. So it's a part of a sphere. So how is a spherical mirror made? It is basically a reflecting surface, which is a part of a sphere. So let's write down the definition of it. A reflecting surface which is a part of a sphere, which is a part of a sphere. Isn't it? Simple. And this is known as a spherical mirror. There are two types of spherical mirrors. What are they? Number one, concave, and number two, convex. What do you mean by concave mirror? It's such a kind of spherical mirror where the outer or the bulging surface is silvered. Where the outer or bulging surface is silvered, while the inner surface, or you can say the hollow surface, is the reflecting surface. Is the reflecting surface. What in case of convex mirror? Convex mirror, it's just the opposite of it. The outer surface is rather the reflecting surface, while the hollow surface is silvered. So we can start with that the hollow surface is silvered, while the outer, which you can say bulged out surface or bulging surface, is reflecting surface. How do these mirrors look like? So if I have to draw a concave mirror, I would draw it in this way. You can see that this shading represents the silvering surface, the silvered surface. So if I have silvered the outer surface, means the bulged out surface has been silvered, while the hollow surface, these are hollow here, that surface is reflecting surface. So this is a kind of, this is the concave mirror. This figure is for concave mirror. Simple to understand. On the other hand, if I draw kind of mirror like this, where you see the hollow part has been silvered. So this is the hollow part, and this is what the surface which has been silvered, while light would come and hit and get reflected on the bulged surface, the outer surface. This kind of, so this is the reflecting surface. Light would always come and hit on the reflecting surface. And if this is the mirror, then this kind of spherical mirror is convex mirror. All right. Now we have some important terms related to these mirrors. Let us understand each of the terms. So let us write down important terms, okay, related to these mirrors. Very simple to understand and very conceptual also. Center of curvature. Center of curvature. How do we go? The center of curvature of a mirror. The center of curvature of a mirror is the center of the sphere, is the center of the sphere of which the mirror is a part, of which the mirror is a part. जिस स्फीयर का पार्ट है ये मिरर, उस स्फीयर का सेंटर को हम बोलते हैं सेंटर ऑफ कर्वेचर. If I have a concave mirror like this is a concave mirror. तो इसका center of curvature क्या होगा? Now, if I would, complete the sphere with dotted lines, then this sphere must have a center. So that center, which is the center of the sphere of which this mirror is a part, that center is known as the center of curvature of the mirror, which is represented by the letter capital C. Easy to understand. Same is the case with this mirror also, the convex mirror also. We can, इस mirror का center of curvature क्या होगा? You complete the sphere and the center of the sphere is the center of curvature of this mirror. No doubt, simple. The next term is pole. The next term is pole. Pole of the mirror, which is represented by P. What is it? The geometric center of the spherical surface of mirror. The geometric center. The geometric center means basically geometric center represents over here the midpoint. The geometric center of the spherical surface of the mirror is called the pole of the mirror. Is called the pole of the mirror. Very easy to understand. I said geometric center of spherical surface represents the midpoint of the mirror. Now, see, let's have a concave mirror like this. This is a concave mirror. Say the end is A and the another end is B. Okay, we have just named the end. So the mirror starts at point A, ends at point B. Now, if this distance, if this length is say 6 centimeters, the length of this curved surface is 6 centimeters, then exactly at 3 centimeters from one end, यहाँ से 3 centimeter की distance पर जो हमारा midpoint होगा, that midpoint is known as pole. So see, फिर यहाँ से भी 3 centimeters होगा. So AP is 3 centimeters and PB is again 3 centimeters because 6 का आधा 3. So that this point which lies exactly at the midpoint on the surface of the mirror, which we say the geometric center of the spherical surface, that point is known as pole. All right. अच्छा, इसी फिगर में मैं सेंटर ऑफ कर्वेचर जो ऑलरेडी डिस्कस कर दिया हूं उसको अगर मैं मार्क करूं तो हाउ वुड इट बी? सो आई नीड टू कंप्लीट द सर्कल फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल. ऑलराइट, एंड इस सर्कल का जो सेंटर है दैट इज द सेंटर ऑफ कर्वेचर. ओके, सो P and C are marked, no doubt. Now this distance from C to P, the length of C to P is known as radius of curvature. It's basically the radius of the circle, isn't it? Radius of the sphere, isn't it? ये जो sphere मैंने बनाया है और ये जो line C से P join किया है, this line is basically the radius of the sphere of which the mirror is the part. जिस sphere का part है ये mirror, उस sphere का radius है. उस radius को हम बोलते हैं radius of curvature. And I have already marked this distance as R, capital R. So the third definition is radius of curvature, denoted by capital R. And what is it? It's basically the radius of the sphere of which the mirror is the part. Okay, this is not only for concave mirror. यहाँ पे ये convex के लिए भी हो सकता है. It would be very easy. तो ये देखो मैंने ये convex भी बना दिया. तो इसका जो exact midpoint होगा वो pole है. यहाँ पे कहीं center है, center of curvature है. अगर मैं इस sphere को complete करूँ तो जो भी center होगा that is center of curvature. And this line, basically line नहीं, the distance from center to the pole is basically the radius of curvature. All right, that means this is R. Easy to understand. Now the next term is Focus. Before focus, let us discuss aperture and principal axis, and then we will come to focus. Now, what is aperture? Number 4. Aperture. Aperture is the plane surface area of the mirror through which the light rays enter, and fall on the mirror, is called its aperture. देखो aperture क्या है? It is basically the plane surface area of the mirror through which light rays would enter and fall on the mirror. Now, let us draw a concave mirror once again. This is a concave mirror. Now, if you observe it from this side, means from front, then it would appear to you as a circle, means a cross-sectional area. If you look it from front, एकदम सामने से देखोगे, so won't it be of looking like a circular cross-section? So this distance is this distance, isn't it? The circular cross-section तुम्हें दिखेगा, so it would appear to you as a circle, a cross-sectional area. So the area, the plane surface area of this circle is basically the plane surface area of this mirror, and this is that area through which light would enter. Light enter करेगा इसी एरिया से और मिरर में जाएगा ना, तो इसके ऊपर से जो भी लाइट जाएगा that is not going to fall on the mirror, और इसके नीचे से भी जो भी लाइट जाएगा that is also not going to fall on the mirror. So only the light rays which are within this aperture that would go and hit on the mirror. So this is that area through which the light would enter and fall on the mirror. So that is known as the aperture of the mirror. All right, simple. Now the next term, which is a very important term, is principal axis. Principal axis. What is it? It's basically a line, a straight line joining the pole of the mirror to its center of curvature. It is the straight line joining the pole of the mirror to its center of curvature. So it's basically a straight line. So you see this figure, this line, the straight line which joins the pole and the center of curvature. This line is known as principal axis. See, this line is not known as radius of curvature. The distance, the length of this line is known as radius of curvature. तो radius मतलब length. उस line को हम radius नहीं बोल रहे. इस line का जो length है, that is radius of curvature. But this line is known as principal axis. And this line actually runs from minus infinity to plus infinity. You can produce this line further. So principal axis is not just this line from P to C. It's basically the line that passes through center of curvature and pole. So this line which runs towards infinity on either sides. यहाँ पे भी in case of concave mirror also, ये जो line है जो pole और center of curvature से pass कर रहा है, and that is going at infinite distance, going to infinite distance on both sides. So this is basically your principal axis. This line is the principal axis. So let us see what we have written. It is the straight line joining the pole to its center of curvature. And now comes a very important point, which is focus. Very important term, which is focus. So you need to have a good focus on the thing which I'm going to teach, because we are going to learn focus. तो तुम्हें भी बहुत अच्छे से focus करना पड़ेगा अभी. Now, what is focus? The focus for concave mirror and the focus on convex mirror, they have two different definitions. अभी तक हमने जितने भी terms किया, principal axis, aperture, radius of curvature, pole, center of curvature, these definitions were same for either of the mirrors. Concave mirror का center of curvature या convex mirror का center of curvature, उन दोनों का definition यही definition है. Convex mirror का pole या concave mirror का pole. That this is the definition of both of the mirrors, both of the mirror ka poles. Same with radius of curvature also, and same with aperture and principal axis also. But when I'm going to define focus, I have two definitions. One is focus of convex mirror, and the another is focus of concave mirror. Now, let us first write down the definition of focus. जैसे हमने बोला, तो सबसे पहले हम define करते हैं concave mirror का focus. So focus, let us break it into A and B. So first A, 6th number का A हम कर रहे हैं focus of concave mirror. फिर इसके बाद हम focus of convex mirror भी करेंगे. The focus of concave mirror is a point on the principal axis, through which the light rays incident parallel to the principal axis, pass after reflection from the mirror. Very simple, very easy to understand. What is focus of concave mirror? If I draw a concave mirror now, concave mirror is drawn, and here you have the pole, here you have the center of curvature, this is the principal axis, which is the line that is passing through pole as well as the center of curvature. Okay, now if I have a ray of light coming parallel to principal axis and hitting the mirror, the definition of pole says that if light rays incident parallel to principal axis, so we must have now an incident ray which is parallel to principal axis. So see this red colored line. This is coming parallel to principal axis. This is principal axis and iske saath parallel. Now after reflection, this line would pass through a point, and that is a fixed point that is not going to change. So वो कुछ इस तरह से pass होगा reflection के बाद, and it is passing through this point on the principal axis. You see, this is the point through which this reflected ray has passed. This is the focus. Basically, the focus lies at the midpoint of this radius of curvature. You see, if this is the radius of curvature R, and इस radius of curvature के midpoint पर F lie करता है. So F is here, and any ray that would come parallel to principal axis after reflection would pass through this point only. It is not only this light ray. Suppose I have another light ray which is coming parallel to principal axis. You see this one, this is also coming parallel to principal axis. After reflection, it would not go like this. It would also go through the same point, which is known as focus. So you see this point ka ek significance hai, because it is the same point through which any light ray which is coming parallel to principal axis after reflection is passing through. That is why we are studying this point with a special emphasis. You see, नीचे से भी अगर कोई light ray parallel आया below the principal axis, but this line is also parallel to principal axis. This light ray which I have drawn now, this is also parallel to principal axis, right? After reflection, it would also pass through the same point. देखो ये भी F से ही पास कर रहा है. So any light ray which is parallel to principal axis after reflection would pass through one particular point only, and that point is known as focus of the concave mirror. तो यहाँ पे हमने वही चीज लिखा है, the focus of concave mirror is the point on the principal axis. वो point भी कहाँ पे है? Principal axis पे ही lie कर रहा है. You know, F is lying on this principal axis. Okay, through which the light rays incident parallel to principal axis would pass after reflection from the mirror. Easy. Now, what is the focus of concave? Concave का तो हो गया. What is the focus of convex mirror? Let us do focus of convex mirror. Focus of convex mirror. Write down. The focus of a convex mirror. The focus of a convex mirror is a point on the principal axis, from which the light rays incident parallel to the principal axis appear to come after reflection from the mirror. After reflection from the mirror. So what does it say? It says, let's say we have a convex mirror. This is the convex mirror. All right. This has a pole. This is center of curvature. Let's draw the principal axis. Right. So, yeah. Now this principal axis is parallel if a light ray is coming. So light ray would not come from this side, isn't it? Because this is not the reflecting surface. So light ray would come and hit on the reflecting surface. And now see, I have drawn a light ray which is parallel to the principal axis, right? Now this light ray, after reflection, how would it move? तो पहले तो हम mark कर लेते हैं focus. Okay, focus I have said lies at the midpoint on the radius of curvature. So this distance PC is radius of curvature, and इसका जो midpoint है, this is focus of convex mirror. Now, how did we come to know that this is focus? Basically, this is that point through which the reflected ray would appear to be coming out. देखो, ये जो मैंने इसको reflected ray बनाया, एक particular rule को ये follow करके reflect करेगा. What is that rule? जब तुम reflected ray को back trace करोगे, वो आके focus पर ही मिलेगा. See, अगर वो फोकस पे नहीं मिल रहा है, that means this your figure is wrong, your reflected ray is wrong. देखो मैंने reflected ray को back trace किया, it is coming and meeting at this point focus. कोई भी ray which is parallel to principal axis and hitting on this convex mirror, क्या मैं इसको अपना ये reflected ray हो सकता है? Is this the correct reflected ray? अगर मैं back trace करूं, so it is not meeting at focus. It's meeting at some another point. So this is wrong. तो कैसा होगा इसका reflected ray? कुछ इस तरह से होना चाहिए. I think this should be correct because when you backtrace it, it should be meeting at focus only. So I hope you have understood that this, what is the focus of convex mirror? नीचे भी करता हूँ. Light ray coming. How would the reflected ray go? Would it go in this way? I don't think this is correct because if you backtrace it, it is not meeting at focus, but some another point. So this figure is wrong. This reflected ray is wrong. So we need to draw the reflected ray in such a way that when backtraced, I think this could be the correct reflected ray. In fact, when you draw it, you need to keep your scale like this. You need to keep your scale like this, and actually, you would get the correct angle. So when you backtrace it, it is meeting at focus. So yes, this is the correct reflected ray. So what have we written over here? We have written the focus of a convex mirror is a point on the principal axis. And you see one thing, children, before I actually carry on with the definition, these lines which I have backtraced is drawn with dotted, broken lines, because this is not the actual rays. The rays have not actually come over here. Rays का जो path है वो यहाँ से फिर यहाँ reflect कर गया वो. This is the actual path. So the actual path of the rays have been shown with solid lines, but the dotted lines indicate that if it is backtraced, it would meet at point F. It appears to come from point F. तुम अगर ध्यान से देखो, तुम्हें लग रहा होगा कि ये point F से निकला हुआ है, F से ये line निकला है, point F से ये line निकला है. So the reflected rays would appear to have come from focus. वो appear हो रहा है, they are not actually coming from focus. So definition में क्या लिखा है? The focus of convex mirror is a point on the principal axis from which the light rays incident parallel to principal axis appear to come. These light rays appear to come after reflection from the mirror. They are not actually coming from this point, but they appear to come. तो देखो focus of convex mirror और focus of concave mirror दोनों में ही एक चीज कॉमन है कि after reflection यहाँ actually focus से pass कर रहे हैं reflected rays, और यहाँ पर after reflection they are not, the reflected rays are not actually meeting at focus, they are made to meet at focus, they appear to have come from focus. Okay, शर्त यह है the incident rays should be parallel to principal axis. अगर parallel नहीं है तो फिर वो focus से pass करेगा या appear to pass, वैसा नहीं होगा. The condition is that the incident rays should be parallel to principal axis, and only then the reflected rays in case of concave mirror would actually pass through focus, and in case of convex mirror, not in case of concave mirror, they would actually pass through focus, and in case of convex mirror, they would appear to have come out from focus. I hope this is clear. These are the important terms that we have covered in this video, and then our next topic is very important and a very little, you need to use your compass, which is a diagrammatic thing, that is ray diagrams for the construction of image in convex mirror as well as concave mirror. So we would be doing a lot of ray diagrams, जो हम next lecture में start करेंगे, और वहां में बहुत ध्यान से भी करना पड़ेगा. You need to have compass and pencil, all of these things with which you will be actually, drawing it along with me, because this ray diagram thing is quite different from these theory things that we have studied. तो इसको मैं एक separate next video में कराऊंगा. ray diagrams हम start करने वाला है. And one more small definition we can add to it right now. तो हमारा 6th के बाद 7th definition, very simple, focal length, the last one. फिर हम इस video को end करेंगे. Focal length is nothing but the length of the focus to the pole, the distance of the pole, the distance from the pole to the focus, from the pole to the focus of the mirror. Easy to understand. ये pole से focus का जो distance है, यानी ये distance, this is represented by small f. This focal length is represented by small f. Pole से focus का distance, या इस केस में क्या हो जाएगा, वही same, pole से focus का distance, इसको बोलते हैं focal length. Very easy. So concave lens का भी, concave mirror का भी focal length होता है, convex mirror का भी focal length होता है. Simple, very easy. And next topic is our ray diagrams, जहाँ पे हम image formation को करने वाले हैं in the next video. Till then, God bless you, take care, and study well, everyone.